Hi, this is MrAndrew5678 again with a video on iOS 6 and what is good that's coming to it. Like Scott Forstall announced on June 11th at the Worldwide Developers Conference, iOS 6 will be released in the fall and has over 200 new features and a lot of APIs for developers. So let's get right into it with some of the details of iOS 6. First off, iOS 6 will be a free update, and it will take your iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch in a completely new direction, starting with Maps. Maps is an amazing app. Apple has built a brand new app from the ground up. They discontinued their partners with Google right now. They have their maps, Google Maps, but that is done as of this fall with iOS 6. They built a new one. It has turn by turn directions. It has information on traffic, stuff like that. It also has flyover, which is just like you're looking at cities and buildings in a plane, but it looks great on the new iPad and it looks amazing on the iPhone 4S. And next, Siri is now has been updated with you can now ask her about sports, you can ask her about movies, and you can ask her about restaurants. So and a lot more information, a lot more things you can ask her, but those are the few main updates, and Siri will be on the new iPad with iOS 6. Next, Facebook integration. Facebook is big, and finally Apple has gotten that through their head, and they finally integrated Facebook to the OS on the iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. First, with all your apps, photos, maps, anything, you can now post to Facebook right from within the app. You can also go into the App Store and like apps and see what your friends are liking as well. Also, you could do it with contact, and when you get it, if someone is sending you a contact, it will go immediately onto your iOS device. Same things with directions and events, stuff like that. So, significant updates and integration of Facebook with iOS 6. Next is shared photo streams. Shared photo streams, you can now share just your photos you want, basically. Photo stream was announced with iOS 5, but Apple has taken it in a whole new direction. You can do a lot more. You can send photos to other people who have an iOS device, and you can comment and you can like the photos now. And when you send those specific photos to your friends with iOS devices, it will automatically be put in an album titled, I'm pretty sure it's going to be titled Photo Stream or Sent Photo Stream, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But significant improvements to Photo Stream. Next is Passbook. Passbook is a brand new app. Basically, from what you can see here, Passbook is a new app, and it has all your cards all in one place. So if you go up to, let's say, Starbucks, you just pull out your phone, your Starbucks card will pop up. You just swipe through if you're on the lock screen, and you can scan your card, get your coffee, and be out of there, just like that. So, and you can find out a lot more information about Passbook if you go to Apple's website, but it is a significant app. Next is FaceTime. Everyone loves to video chat, especially on their iOS device, mainly iPhone and iPad. But there's one problem. The problem is you only can do it on Wi-Fi. So let's say you're out one day and you're grocery shopping or you're just out anywhere and you want to FaceTime with a friend or a family member. You can't because there's no Wi-Fi. So now with iOS 6, Apple has released FaceTime over cellular, which should be a big hit for anyone who loves to FaceTime like I do. So significant improvements to FaceTime. Next is a big, and believe me, big improvement to the phone app. Now, when a phone call comes in, you're going to get a little thing on the side of your phone saying, and if you slide that little thing up on the side, it's a little tab or a little line. If you slide that up, you can either reply with a message, or you can be reminded to call that person back when you leave in an hour, and so on. But that is going to be great for if you decline a call. All you have to do is slide that little line up next to the decline button, and it will give you features like I said, send a text to that person saying you'll call them back, or to be reminded when you leave or within an hour, and you can find out more about that. And now, next is mail. Not real, Apple hasn't done real big improvements to mail, but they have done a few things. They have started a VIP, which is basically you can mark certain people who email you a lot as a VIP, and when they send you an email, it will have a star next to it, and it will go into. They have added a new mailbox with VIP, so only only the people who you put as a VIP will be put in. Well, the email that they send you will be put in that box. Next is the flagged. Any messages that you flag will have. Apple has made a new mailbox for that, and now you can insert photos and videos right in mail. So that a significant improvements to mail. Next is Safari. Safari is not a huge update, but you can now with iCloud you can look at tabs that are open on your other iOS devices. So if you had 3 tabs open on your iPad, you can now view them on your Mac or your iPhone and iPod Touch. And Safari has just been improved by a little bit. There's a smart search now at the top of your screen. There's only one bar, so if you type in a letter, it will pull up all the searches or all the things that Safari has thought of that could go with that search. And they just have made Safari a lot faster, so you'll see big improvements to that. Next is accessibility and guided access. Now, basically, for people who have autism, you can now in an app with guided access, if you have it turned on, you can circle the feature in that app, and it will lock that app so that person cannot leave the app. Also, you can, like I said, it will disable that feature. I'm sorry. And then they have something else they call locked. You can lock in an app, so if like a lot of schools around the world now are gaining iPads. So some teachers who are starting to give tests on the iPad. So now you can lock that app in, so the student can't go to Safari and look up the answer. So improvements to accessibility and guided access and in-app locked. Okay. Next is Find My iPhone. They updated it with Lost. They added a feature called Lost, where if it's lost, you can send a phone number to that phone. It still will be locked if you put a passcode on it. The only difference is now you can pick it. It will be the number that is sent to the phone. You can now just tap that number and call the person whose number is on the phone. So, in good updates to that. Also, there wasn't big updates, but Apple did do a few minor bug fixes to Find My Friends. And all the stores on your phone have been remodeled, so you'll see big updates to that. There's a lot of features for China, and developers can get your hands on it. And there's a lot of good and very nice APIs for developers for iOS 6. And iOS 6 will run on the iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. It will run on the 4th generation iPod Touch and the 2nd and 3rd generation iPad. Like I said, though, Siri is only coming to the new iPad. The 2nd generation iPad will have all those amazing features except Siri. Siri will be only coming to the new iPad. Once again, iOS 6 is a big release. It is coming out this fall, and it is a free update. You can go to apple.com/iOS6 for updates on that. And that concludes my little tutorial on iOS 6. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can like or comment on the video. Thank you.